who was working on the school, and he didn't. It would have moved so fast, it would have scared him.
The truth is the truth. I don't gotta like it. I gotta tell it. I don't gotta like the truth. I gotta tell it though. Because mama said, as long as I stand in the position of right, which I'm already in the position of right because I did everything my big mama asked me to do. And then if I tell the truth, I can move the universe. I'm telling y'all the God-given truth. This is us reclaiming our shit. We reclaiming our shit because we got all of the forces of nature and the galaxies behind us. But y'all got to come together in unity. That's the most craziest shit. Beware the enemy within, but come together in unity. You know who we are because wherever we at is peaceful and harmony. But when one of them come around, they trying to debate, start shit, ruffle feathers, change the narrative, split the motherfucking story, point the finger at everybody but the guilty party. Tell you don't point your finger at the guilty party because making the other motherfucker did it. No, I don't want the other motherfucker. I want the motherfucker who done the dirt. I don't want the motherfucker who he accused of doing the dirt. I want the actual dirt doer. You can't be beating around the bush like that. So, I'm going to tone this down and cut it short. But listen to what I'm telling y'all. Get the word out. Shut they algorithms down. 2/22/2022. Hashtag Free Larry Hoover on all social media platforms. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you can do on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever platforms you got access to. 2/22/2022. Blow that bitch up with Free Larry Hoover all day long till they can't deny it. They can't deny it. They know who he is. It's in his file. It's in his jacket. They know who he is and they know why we knocking for him. We got to make a fuss. They say that it got to be at least 144,000 of us in the algorithm for it to flip. It might have something to do with biblical prophecy. Because I know that that's the codes that they was using for our oppression is in the biblical prophecies, and by exercising the codes from the Bible to unlock it. Free Jeff Ford, Free Larry Hoover mean the same thing. If you want to see Chief Malik Angel Bay, hashtag Free Larry Hoover 2/22/2022. It mean the exact same thing. I've been saying it from the beginning. So let Lil Larry know. Somebody let Kanye know. 2/22/22. We all knocking for Hoover. And we trying to break the motherfucking algorithm. With Free Larry Hoover. Where they can no longer deny that the people want the chief on the land. He the spokesman for the round table of the chiefs of the land. Make him speak up. Make him speak up. Call him out. You have a right as a tribesman on the land to call any one of the high chiefs forward to explain the conditions on the land. Right? So they ignored my writ. Big Mama didn't like that shit. So she tore their ass up with weather anomalies all over this bitch. Now, we going into this next wave, the final portal. After this, then somebody gonna get their slacks jacked. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to continue to use weather anomalies, shooting satellites down, or they might just start blasting motherfucking people. I don't know. I don't even care. I just got to deliver the message. I don't have no confidence in the tribes people for waking up from the slumber because I know how deep the programming is. I know how it's been etched in some of our people's souls. Where they think the only way out is to sell out and the only way up is to motherfucking suck your way up. And I'm sad to tell you that I'm not finna do none of that shit. I'm not finna sell out. I'm not finna do that. I'm not kissing nobody ass because mama told me don't never kiss nobody ass. Right? So we just got to get on top of our game as a collective. They already gave us our shit back. That's what the whole Indigenous Act was about. The United States of America was only the 10 square miles known as Washington, D.C. The rest of this shit was tribal land. It always have been, but none of us was governing tribal land because they was killing all of the governors. The governors is the bays. And who was doing it? The dirty Moors. They walked around looking like us. I can't say no, it was them. The same niggas killed Noble Drew Ali. The same niggas infiltrated the Black Panthers. The same niggas that infiltrated the Nation of Islam. Wasn't no pale faces involved in none of that shit. Wasn't no pale face murderers to Father putting Allah up in Harlem. Wasn't no pale faces in that shit. They was coming to get their people out of this condition. And y'all, they murdered them. They murdered them to death, murdered them. Like, seriously, look, murdered them motherfuckers. Right? So, at some point, when we tell the truth and we start pointing out the ops, the real ops, the sellouts, the traitors, the cutthroats, the backbiters, the murderers, the underminers, the supplanters, it might look like we dragging out some of our own. Right? And then some of our own buck dancing like they them. Because I'll pound their ass in the head. Pan-Africanism for what? I've been studying Pan-Africanism just as long as anything else. And from all of the people I speak to from Africa, first of all, they don't call themselves Africans unless they're from South Africa. Right? The only motherfuckers start doing that is the motherfuckers that's been Americanized. If they not Americanized, then they don't even call themselves African unless they from South Africa. And then they don't call themselves African, they say they Afrikaans. Pan-Africanism taught me this. Pan-Africanism brought me into contact with people from Ghana saying, y'all was already over there before them motherfuckers ever came. Y'all not from over here. Y'all originally from over there. Then I bumped into motherfuckers, scholars. I'm from motherfucking Somalia, to Sudan, Ethiopia. I done ran across them all. And they all telling me the same fucking story that my ancestors say, we ain't come on no ships. There is no record of a mass reduction in the population of the people of that land mass over there. They say they killed over 300 million slaves in the Middle Passage. Where? Where? They wouldn't have never made it over here with the conditions that they say they was in. We can't even think past that box. But I can tell you that if you overlay it, the slave ship with Notre Dame University, it'd match up perfect. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Because you know me, I like to show you sometimes better than I like to tell you. This picture right here, right in the under slave ship, this picture come up. They say we was packed like that for months. First of all, you got dead bodies on there, decaying, because motherfuckers dying from the inhalation of the fumes of the feces, the urine, the vomit. Then they don't got no drains in that motherfucker with no running water. Now they saying this is how we came the fuck over here. Come on now. But if you pull up Notre Dame University, let me show you. You gotta get the sky view. Pull up Notre Dame University sky view. And then And this is the building you get, right? But that ain't the right. I want an overhead view. Because from the overhead view, you'll realize that it was an academic construct. They did this shit to make us look real stupid, and it was working for a real long time. But mama ain't raised no fool, papa ain't raised no punk. If he tell me to go get their ass, I'm throwing them in the trunk. Damn, this motherfucker used to come right up. It don't even come up no more. Look. This is when it got struck by a ship on May the 5th, right? I think that was 2020. Might have been before that. But the reason that was significant because one of my godmother's name is May Francis, right? But this is the building. When you look at the top view of the building and you do a layover with the slave ship, this is the building that the slave ship is designed from, this building. Because this is where they created that bullshit ass story that we came over here on slave ships. So when you trace back your oldest slave ship narrative, you're going to end up here. Look, there's more pictures of it, just so y'all can see what it looked like. This your slave ship. It was all mental, and it was all fabricated, right? Them your slave ships. That's your slave ship. That slave ship I just showed y'all a few minutes ago, from an overhead top down. I already did it on my Instagram, but it's kind of far down on my Rod Hayes. I might be able to pull it up and show it to y'all while I'm thinking about it. But I already did the overlay just so y'all can see I ain't making this shit up. These motherfuckers think you just be making shit up. But mama ain't raised no motherfucking fool and papa ain't raised no punk. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. If I'm the only motherfucker telling the truth, I'm gonna be the only motherfucker tell it. Right? Sometimes it take these motherfuckers a long time to scroll down. That's why I don't be wanting to mess with them. But on my Rod Hayes page, you go back a couple months, I got the whole layout of the slave ship. The overlay with Notre Dame University, all that. If y'all start going down my page and y'all see the receipts that I done generated to show y'all what I've been talking about, y'all mind will be fucked. Because y'all would not believe that nobody has gave this amount of information in this short of time with the references. Because you got references for everything. Right? Like, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. It's just the way it is. Out of all these motherfuckers at the Klan rally, why this nigga sitting over here just as safe as he want to be? Ain't worried about nothing. Come on, man. They've been playing us like fools for the longest. We can't keep falling for that shit. You can't keep falling for it. Some point you got to draw the line. And then we believe so much in this system that when somebody's tell you that the system is over with, you don't even go look it up for yourself. You just assume this shit's still operational. Washington, D.C. is fucking closed, people. The White House is permanently closed. The Senate building, the House, that shit closed too. All that shit closed. All you gotta do is to people over in D.C., they'll tell you that shit closed. You know? You can't keep falling for the banana in the tailpipe. I'm gonna see if I can find this picture before I that was a Moby Dick tail. That big white whale turned out to be a little white lie. And that little white lie caused the biggest fucking problem. And I want to show y'all this picture, this overlay before I go, cause it's in my Instagram. It's just been a while since I posted it, and I knew it was gonna take a minute to get back to it, cause I'll be posting like a fucking supercomputer or some shit. Y'all don't even realize how much posts I be putting up, or how much information these motherfuckers be having in them. And then some of them I even write shit under. The Instagrams is just to give y'all the visuals, but the real in-depth information I've been doing for the last couple years is on Facebook. That's where the heaviest lectures, the longest lectures with the most information is, because I had to go show that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And when they realized that I knew what the fuck I was talking about, they was fucked. They didn't believe that we would figure the shit out of me. They say I have epilepsy, I had brain damage, I'm retarded, I ain't never supposed to know nothing. They told my mama I wasn't gonna never learn shit when I was going to school, and I was over there laughing because I already knew more than them motherfuckers did then. But I couldn't tell them how I knew because I ain't had no references to give them. Now I got references for that ass. I'm just saying. Now I got references. I got so many references I can't even find the motherfuckers now. Yeah, I should have had that one. I didn't even think I would be using that post, or I'd have pulled that mug up before I got on here. But I've been going over this shit. Look, the George Washington they've been telling us, that ain't even what the nigga looked like. The nigga wasn't even pink. They've been lying to us the whole time. Talking about whitewashing history. They was whitewashing history so we wouldn't know them niggas was niggas. That's why they was whitewashing history. We thought they was trying to whitewash history to make us think we ain't did shit. But my man did. He went in there and took all the cover off the secret societies. Told us that in 1919. I went in and took all the covers off the secret society. He put that shit in the public domain. They fucked now. Now we got a way to figure out what they doing. Right? Since we gotta... Welcome to the Illuminati Foundation, people. You gonna keep doing that shit to us? How long did they think that we supposed to become, be generation after generation of buffoons? How long we supposed to be clowns? Like, seriously, how long we supposed to be clowns? How long supposed to be blind to the dirt that they doing while we watching them doing it without figuring it out? I got a fucking monkey mind. I'm a fucking overthinker. I think over the heads of most motherfuckers that be thinking they thinking. So if I'm an overthinker and you keep rubbing the problem in my face, how the fuck you think I'm not gonna figure this shit out? Look, when I be going back, there's 5 cases. The United States found guilty of 5 counts of genocide. The whole United States corporation is gone. This shit is over with. See all that old secret squirrel shit? Shh, keep it quiet. Don't tell the masses. Don't tell them motherfuckers what we doing to them. They ain't gonna never figure it out. Bullshit. Right? That's what y'all better be braced for. The tsunami of God. I'm just saying. All these is posts on my page. This shit get deep. United States conspiracies, cobwebs. Templar sanctuaries in North America. Right? Well, here go the crazy part. Most of us don't know the good guys from the bad guys. Because they all look alike. I can't find that slave ship post. Maybe it's on my maybe it's on Facebook. Look, this is when I posted that because the dude right there, he went in on our behalf. He had to take the Admiralty flag. He had to put the American flag behind the Admiralty flag to flip the jurisdiction. They was never supposed to leave this desk right here unoccupied and unattended at any time. That is the seat of power for the constitutional government of the United States. So if anybody from what we call the organic people of the land or any of their representatives, which he represented as a native shaman, right? So he's being taught by one of the priests on the land in his job as he joined the Marines, Special Forces. He went in specifically to perform the task of what we call sinking the battleship. So that's the bullshit they had ran on us, so we had to capture their flag. What they flag was the Admiralty flag with the fringes. We needed to put the law of the land back on the land and get us from under the Admiralty. That's what he was doing. Right? So now, American corporation fell behind that shit. Since the corporation fell, then they have to give us back jurisdiction because they are no longer here. The corporation known as the United States has been dissolved. Trump dissolved it as the final president. All it is the ones that was doing the dirt behind the scenes is playing psychological operations because they still control mainstream media. And that's why we're using the social media algorithms to fuck up the mainstream algorithms. Because they won't be deniable in the mainstream algorithm flipped to the social media algorithm for a source of news on something that's big. It's gonna shatter their whole paradigm, and they won't be able to hold it up any longer. Right? So This was the contractual agreement, right? And this is when they was talking about, see, they took part of this out because it's supposed to say, I'm going to read the way it is, and then I'm going to tell you what it's supposed to say. It say, if we would agree to take the fezzes and turbans off the Moors' heads and remove the sandals from their feet, the part that's missing is supposed to read, if we agree to take the fezzes and turbans off the Moors' head and remove the feathers and sandals from the chief's feet, right? And enforce severe punishment, and also to swear a death oath between ourselves to religiously and faithfully not allow anyone to teach them the Moorish or indigenous children. Indigenous is missing out of this, by the way. Who they really were or who their forefathers were, and only allow the Moorish children to be taught that they were truly Negroes, black people, and colored folks 200 years from today. The Moorish or the indigenous would not know their nationality nor their national name of their forefathers. Also, they would not know from which land or ancestors that they are descended from. See, the agreement is that if they put our kids and their kids together and use harsh punishments and misnomers to identify them, that at the conclusion of 200 years, we wouldn't know who the fuck we was. That contract right there expired in 1971, but we wasn't ready. I wasn't but 2. And when they got the extension, it expired in 2019, July the 4th, 2019, under Donald J. Trump. Now, if you go to YouTube,